Hello and welcome to my first podcast. I'm your host, Max Ruck, and today you're listening to If We Don't Know What We Want, We Cannot Achieve It. This brings me to something I have done for myself in the last few weeks or so, and something I see very important for all of us. So let's start this way. Let's imagine we pick a place, pick a holiday location or destination where we want to go, and we drive there. Let's say it's be 800 kilometers away, or pick any distance you feel more comfortable with, closer or further away. You pick out the place, you put your stuff together, walk out the door, hop onto the car, and just drive. You drive into the direction where you think the destination is supposed to be. You keep driving for hours and hours, just turning to the directions you believe the place would be, and you kind of feel like it's supposed to be that way. It's south, so you keep driving towards the sun, and you keep driving and for hours, and realize you're not getting any closer. So that's something we wouldn't do. We would set the destination in our phone app, maps app, sat nav on the car, and drive there, or in with the fastest or the closest or the shortest route. But when it comes to goals and dreams you want to achieve, we just kind of go to where we think we're supposed to go and feel. So in that, I'm currently going through a coaching, and part of that was a goal setting task, and I done that. I think I started with it 2 weeks ago and finished it last week or so. And the goal setting breaks it down. So if you want to watch the presentation to it as well, you find the link to it in the show notes, and you can see the presentation underlying it. So you can see the goal setting is split into 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 areas. So it's health and fitness, intellectual life, emotional life, character, spiritual life, love and relationship, parenting, social life, financial life, career, quality life. So I want to go in a bit of a detail from what I understand by those goals. I'm not going too deep into the goal setting I have done for myself. That's something everybody should do for themselves. And if that's something you're interested in doing for yourself, I have a PDF underlying the goal setting activity or task, or something bringing you closer to your goal. Please just take any of the links in my show notes to reach out to me, and I'm gonna happily pass you on the PDF. You can go through it yourself. So the first area, health and fitness. If you look into health and fitness, it means something different for all of us. To me, it's being well, not feeling sick or tired, and don't have the need to constantly run to a doctor to get health checkups, to get different medication to feel better, or to keep feeling good. But it also means for me, especially for the fitness aspect, reaching our performance goals. So for some of you, if you have listened before, I'm gonna run a half marathon on the 13th of October. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to beat the time of 1 hour 50. So I will run faster than 1 hour 50. And that's one of the performance goals I set myself, I will reach. And I think that's, in the area of fitness, something we need to strive for, to improve. And then obviously that I think is linked to health and fitness is feeling comfortable in our own skin. So feel comfortable with our bodies, the way they are shaped, but not only in that sense, but also in a sense that we have to feel well, our stomach doesn't hurt, our digestion is dialed in, and we feel good. We don't feel tired from digesting food all the time, heavy food, fat foods. And that's what health and fitness in that sense makes it out for me. And I set my specific goals for that area, not the goals I'm gonna reach short term, but the ones I'm gonna reach mid-term, long term, and eventually keep working on during my entire life. So if we look into intellectual life, that for me, when that probably means for everyone something different, but that's actively reading for pleasure. So reading not novels or anything like that, but reading maybe personal development books into different areas, maybe about psychology, about fitness, nutrition, and read them for my pleasure because I want to know them and I want to share them with other people, which I will continuously do in form of this podcast to share those things I have been reading about. And then what it also means to me is I want to learn not for the sake of knowing more, but I want to learn it to help others. So by sharing it with you, I deeply hope it's something you can pick up on, you can apply into your life, something you can question around your life. Maybe you reach out to me and I'll be able to help you with it. But that's something why I'm striving to learn and level up or increase my intellect, to share it, help others around, to challenge their beliefs, to make their life better, not only mine. And that's mainly what I just said, that I want to be able to share that knowledge from a giving perspective. Share the knowledge I have gained with the purpose, with the intention to help you, to help others, not only you, to help anyone I can, to take something away from that knowledge I have built, not by, like so many do, or unfortunately still so many do, by sharing that knowledge and looking down to you, to say, well, I know that you don't and you will never do. And that's, I think, which is not the right way to evolve in an intellectual life. So when we look into the third aspect of the goal setting, emotional life, the emotional life for me means have your own emotions under control, spread happiness around others, so that not only I am happy but others too. And that I'm aware of my feelings and I'm also able to express them in a right manner, in a way others feel loved and appreciated as well. Character is the next goal setting. Character. I think I read earlier a quote, character is something we do when we believe nobody's watching. And I think that's pretty much true. Being balanced with ourselves, also for me a form of our character, but that quote puts it really closely together for me. Everything we do when we believe we are not watched, and in a way we believe we can do anything we want without any consequences, that's where our character plays in. If we know nothing can hurt us and we still do good, then we're a good person. And in that way we're able to show it to everyone and we don't have to hide certain aspects of ourselves. And going back to this quote again, is living in the act of selfness and giving. And that's for me also part of the character we all form and we all have. Spiritual life as the next goal setting area. feeling connected to a higher conscious, maybe the universe, God, anything else you believe in. That's what spiritual life is for me about. Attracting into our life what we want to have in our life. You all know when someone is telling you about that blue pickup truck you want, and all of a sudden you see all those blue pickup trucks driving around all of your town. You didn't know that there's so many around, but all of a sudden, when you keep thinking about it, you attract them into your life. And for me, spiritual life also means appreciating the lessons which are brought into our life. So we hear so often people complaining about that. Why is life doing that to them, or why is life doing that to them? But if we are able to appreciate that life is doing it for us, to bring the lessons to us, to make us jump through those loops, to improve, increase our awareness, increase our appreciation for things which might not go right in the first run, life gets better. And that's what spiritual life makes out for me. Going into the sixth area of the goal setting, love, relationship. So the relationship with our loved ones, to me obviously means a connection of love should grow stronger every day. Every day we feel more connected, feel more intertwined, supporting each other to also achieve our individual goals. How crazy they might sound for each other, but if they're goals for one of us, they're never silly or anything, so we should support and be supportive, and even at times believe stronger on their achievement than the person who dreams them of does, because sometimes we have to borrow confidence from other areas, other people, to apply it to our own lives. I might have said that before, but I think I strongly believe in it. And keep the fire alive in a relationship. I think that's also what it means. Regardless of how many months, years, days, weeks, decades you're together, you always want to have that spark in your relationship. And that's not easy. That's hard work and something we have to focus on and make our priority. Otherwise we won't have it. It's something we have to work on, sacrifice, and then it can be beautiful. And that's what we all should strive for, and I strive for, certainly. Looking into parenting now as the next goal setting aspect. That might be something not many of us have. I think it's not important to set the goals for something you currently have, but something you might want have, may have, to be aware if those situations or those gifts come into your life, you're ready for them. You know what you want. And for parenting, I think as soon as we may become parents, or if you are a parent already, it's something I would consider myself if I want to do is giving values and beliefs to enable the child to be able to also live their best life, to be able to work towards living their best life, and being a person of trust, so a person who that child can always come to, regardless of what she did or thought was wrong, or someone else told it was wrong. But I'll be a person of trust, because the child always knows that the love will always be there, regardless of whatever happens or whatever it does. It's always loved and appreciated, regardless of what happened. There's nothing as bad as which can't be overcome. And another one is from a parenting as a collective, as parents, to take decisions together, to not you may hear just stories from other parents that the child goes to the mother and she says no, or goes to the dad and he says yes because you doesn't have time. And I think that's something which wouldn't fit into that parenting goal. It's to take the decisions together, and if they're small, they obviously should be taken individually, and they don't have to be aligned and discussed all the time. But for bigger decisions, it's something they should be taken as a collective and not as an individual, in my opinion. You can always obviously have different, and if you do so, I would love to hear your opinion on them, and so please reach out to me. Social life, one of the other pillars in the goal setting. Being close to people which will rather matter to me. That's a big part of social life. Increase the time possible to spend with those people and friends, or those are friends, family, and being able to share openly. So with my social circle, my social life, the people that matter to me, the people I surround myself with, I want to be able to share, express myself openly, to not need to not say certain things or don't talk about certain topics, but be able to share whatever comes up into my mind, regardless whatever it is. Looking into financial life, that's might be a topic for some of us, which is, or might be a struggle or something we keep putting too much importance on it. But the financial life is always very important, and for me to increase the quality of the financial life, I see it that we all should have no need to worry about paying our bills, so we're always able to pay them. We don't struggle to pay this week's bills or pay the rent and have to worry about to lose the apartment. Being able to invest into the future, so not only live day by day, paycheck to paycheck, but also be able to invest into the future, to be able at some point, if we want to, take a risk, leave a job we liked or we don't anymore, or anything in that area where we know if we are able to do that because we have invested wisely over a long period of time, to be able to afford more bold decisions than we used to take. And being able to treat yourself without guilt, so to be able to spend money for yourself, buying that gadget, that phone, that watch, whatever, that car perhaps, go out for dinner that one time more than you thought, fly to a holiday you wouldn't usually take because it's too far away. That's what financial life makes it meaningful for me. Career, we all want to rise to the top, I suppose. Respect and honor for our work, that's what we want to have. We want to be respected and honored for the work we do on a constant and daily basis. But what I also see very important is to help others to progress forward. So if I'm reaching to the top, and the people I have worked with when I started in that specific profession, maybe even company, and the people around me which I have been working with, which I don't think I remember any colleagues where I haven't gained knowledge from, learned from, and if they haven't followed me closely to rise to the top, I wouldn't feel comfortable that I would have given back enough, because I would always have learned for them. So I think that's also important in at least my career and probably also new career, to be able to give back to the people we surround, to challenge the people around us and to make them better than they are today. Quality of life. Quality of life for me means 3 pillars in that way. It's our health, I talked about earlier. Fitness, which also includes the performance goals. For me, I talked before, to strive and reach certain goals. Obviously there are always times where you might fall back, like on my half marathon small excursus, that I was already able to run that pace before, and now I'm like a minute 20 or so per kilometer behind on the time. I have to be patient to perform at that level again, because I didn't get there by running a couple of times a week over a few weeks. So I got there by running 3-4 times a week for years. That's where I have to challenge myself to get back again. And quality of life also means the quality of our relationships, and that's something we always work. So you can see in that circle, quality of life with health, fitness, and quality of relationships. Those are all areas we impact. Our health, what we feed ourselves with, shit in, shit out. Fitness the same, if we don't work out constantly, and if it's even 10 minutes a day, we're not gonna be fit. And quality of relationships, if we don't take care of our relationships, if we are not kind to the people we surround ourselves with, the quality will not increase, it will decrease, and perhaps there won't even be relationships. So the quality of our life is closely tied to the actions we take constantly. Now looking into the life's mission, something which is probably very abstract, and I think it also was for me very abstract, and that's probably one of the areas it took very, very long for me to be clear about what I want as the one big goal. But for me it means doing good, doing something which is greater than myself, to help others to improve an area. I'm not sure how to put it into words. Living greatly, so not living a standard mediocre life. So what that podcast is a little bit about, from mediocrity to mastery. So that's where my life mission goes towards: living greatly, not living a standard, and empowering others to live a fulfilled life. So that's for me the vision: doing good, living greatly, and empower others to do the same. If I can achieve that, I'm gonna be even happy that I'm right now. So that was all 12 areas of the goal setting I went through. Very interesting. Really recommended to do for yourself, so please reach out. I can send you the needed documents for it. So my main takeaways from that goal setting was, if we don't know, we don't know. So if we don't know where we want to get, we can't get there. And where we want to get, what we want to do, how we want to do it, that's probably the last part. How we want to do it is probably not applicable for that, but what we want to do, we need to figure out for ourselves. Nobody can tell us what we want to do. Maybe you have been told to do that profession by your parents, people around you. But in this way, set your goals, your ultimate life goals. It's nothing someone else can tell you. You have to figure it out for yourself, or it won't be yours. And you won't hold up to it. If someone tells you to do that, you won't stick with it. Empowering others to live a fulfilled life. Something I strongly believe is something we should all do. It feels amazing. Imagine you're helping out a friend. In most cases we don't receive anything from it financially, that's case, but spending time with that friend, being able to be appreciated, respected, to help them, is something greatly, and which is greatly appreciated. So that's it. for today already. Thank you for listening. I hope you could take something away like I did. I would love to hear more from you. Please reach out, feel free. I can forward you the goal setting activity and would like to talk about it, what your experience was. Thank you for listening. Until next time.